Welcome to Tiny Rails, the fun little game with the train. As I say that, mine should be coming past any second. And here it comes. Very pretty it looks too. As I mentioned when I reached essentially the end of the game, I said I would do more episodes when updates come out. And there have actually been 2 since the last time I recorded an episode, which was a while back. One of which was language updates and a couple of minor fixes. And the most recent is the Happy Halloween update, which adds something to the game. Hence, I'm going to play again. As my train comes into some place or other, this place here, and I'll set it to go to the port, what it has added is, if I zoom out, an island up here for Halloween, with a load of new stations, including one called Death Valley, Cape Fear, Erie, Tombstone. I forget what the name of the island is. Does it tell you? It doesn't tell you on this screen. But, Mortis Island. There you go. So that's what I'm going to go to, is Mortis Island Port, and do a little bit of stuff around Mortis Island. But before I get there, I'm going to buy a load of stations with the limited amount of cash I've actually got. Because I'm meant to serve 500 passengers, travel 12,500 miles, visit 7 cities, buy or upgrade 14 stations, which I've now done 6, earn gold, 100,000 gold from cars, and meet 2 market demands. So if I go back to buying stations, buy all of that one because it's really cheap. I've only got just over 10 million left now, so I don't know if I've got enough to buy every station and upgrade every station fully, but I'll give it my best shot. I've just completed one of the tasks by upgrading all these stations, and apparently I do have enough money to do this. Leaves me with 7.5 million. So I'll let my train, tell my train to depart, because it's not on auto depart at the moment. It has over on the right side of the screen this wonderful little button, which is Halloween Town. Pick up and deliver spooky Halloween cargo, which gives you these wonderful points, which when you collect enough of them you can buy new cars with, or indeed a new engine. And I assume that's a caboose. Yep, that's a caboose. Of course, even if I complete all of these tasks, it's not enough to buy everything, because this event ends in 3 days, 21 hours, 33 minutes and 12 seconds now. So I assume there's another event that comes after that, which will give me more opportunities to earn more of these wonderful little tokens, so I can continue buying things. Hopefully there's a Mortis Island port, which there is, which cost me 4,000 to get there. And here we are at Mortis Island. And yes, there still comes up little thing about cloud saves. Right, where am I headed for? Okay, I'm headed for this place. Let's tell it to head down to Erie. I don't know what's at these stations, but what the heck? That's all the cars on my train are fully upgraded as they can be. I have, as with my norm, 6 cars at the front to earn me a little bit of cash, followed by a load of passenger cars. And there may be a cargo car on here somewhere, I'm not sure. No, I think they're all passenger cars. But I do have... Okay, this wants whatever that is. Oh, I've got a load of junk on my train, I'll sell it all. Right. What's that do? It's got a cargo demand of spiders and an event demand of whatever these are. Pretty sure I want skulls, witches' hats, something else. I don't know if I need the candy corn. I'll worry about that later. But I need spiders and whatever that is. head off. So yes. Oh, candy apples. Candy apples, balloons, jack-o'-lanterns, witches' hats, spiders, skulls. Which I assume I'm going to get in a load of these places. And it gives me a chance to complete all these wonderful tasks. And earn this engine and caboose. And 50,000. So it has an event demand and it has a cargo demand. So that wants pumpkins. So somebody does want candy corn. So everything. Oh, and bonbons. Okay, there are bonbons around. That one's apples. I might have to go wandering around other parts of the world to pick up some of this stuff. But I will spend a bit of time around Mortis Island. It's been probably about a month since I've recorded or uploaded. Okay, I'm coming into Erie. Oh, didn't mean to depart, never mind. It's been a while since I played this game. Or concentrated on this game. It has occasionally played alongside me when I was doing something else. But it's been about a month since I've recorded an episode and uploaded it of any game, including this one. I have actually recorded a few episodes of a couple of games which I wasn't that bothered about, so I haven't bothered uploading them. I've also had my internet provider changed, thanks to my wonderful apartment complex, which decided to switch from one internet provider to the other, which was a pain. I now have a faster internet, but it was a pain to get through the hassle of doing it. I also have a new PC, which is fast. Compared to my previous PC, which I'm still using, which was a laptop, or is a laptop, this one is a desktop, and darn it is fast and smooth. And quiet, for that matter. So that's taking a bit of getting used to, because I had to reset up everything on my new PC. And if you've ever done that, it's a huge pain. Just getting, for example, the fonts right. Skulls, spiders, witches' caps. I'm sure it's all expensive. I'm not bothered about the price. You've got an event demand. Oh, you want candy corn. Okay, I'll remember that for the future. Yes, just getting the screens to the font size you're used to, or resetting up your favourites, and remembering all the passwords you use for all the different sites, and using them on your new PC. As well as setting up OBS so I could record again. And I don't know how well this is going to come out because it's the first time recording on this PC. Hopefully I got the settings somewhat right. It's a painful multi-day task to set up a new PC to be even similar to your old one. Where's my train going, by the way? Oh, okay, over there. Right, and then we'll head the train over to Derry. It's a bit of a trek, but what the heck. As well as silly little things, like if you have multiple screens attached to a PC, as I do, then you choose a main screen, or a screen number 1 and a screen number 2. Well, when it set it up, it put screen number 2 on the right of screen number 1, where it's physically located on the left, and I wasn't thinking, so I was wondering why I couldn't move applications to screen number 2. It took me a while to figure that one out, as well as trying to figure out why my microphone wouldn't work until I found out I actually had the mute button turned on my microphone, which has just got a cargo demand, okay. Take all this stuff. I'm bound to be able to use it eventually. Yeah, when you fiddling around trying to find all the settings for your microphone, set it up, make sure it's actually working, etc. You spend half an hour, and then you finally figure out you've actually got the mute button turned on. You feel like a complete idiot. But I got there in the end. So we'll see how it all works out. Of course, this is going to now put this file in a place I'm not used to on a new PC. I have to set some of that stuff up, as well as places for screenshots and various other things. It's all a good challenge. That was one reason I haven't recorded for a while. The other was I've been ill. Not COVID ill, just generally ill. I had a minor eye infection, which I'm still getting over, but it meant looking at a screen was not good for my eyes. So it's taken a little while to get over that. Not I'm complaining. I have a good life, just occasionally I get ill. It happens. So, all good fun. Let's see, so what we got? We've got a rock crusher on the front, a burger barn car, a classic entertainment car, my croc pen. I like my croc pen. The kangaroo boxing car, which I don't remember if they were here last time, but it has 2 kangaroos in it. And the shadows of 2 kangaroos behind them. The rainy day cafe, the crimson coach, the first class passenger, the classic passenger, the 20s passenger car, the tiny birthday car, the Orient Express sleeper car, the Polly car, Struth, the carriage car, the school bus car, a couple of outhouses, and the summer camping car. Here we come into good old Derry. I can actually sell you my balloons for the event stuff. What do you want? And you want witches' hats for standard cargo. There you go. Turn, I'll buy your candy corn, your candy apples, your skulls. And it's like we're heading. It's trying to send me to Cape Fear. I think I'll go to Salem instead. Oh, okay. The sun coming up, looking a bit red. Just let me check. Okay, I've served almost half the passengers I need already. Yes, I've got some distance to travel. And I've travelled to 5 out of the 7 cities. But I'm guessing the sun is also affected by the wonders of the Halloween update. Or Happy Halloween, or Halloween Town, or whatever they want to call it. But I'm assuming that Mortis Island will disappear at the end of October. Okay, witches' hats. Do I have? Don't have any witches' hats. Of course I don't. That's the event demand. You want standard pumpkins. Huh. So the normal. Well, I don't have any of those because I didn't bother picking any up. Where are we going next? Yep, Death Valley seems to be the place to go. So the sun is certainly different. I've got to give it that. Like I say, I'm guessing Mortis Island will disappear at the end of October because it's a special event island. The other thing I wanted to mention is, because there is no depot around where I currently am, if you bring up a depot, go to a depot, when it brings up the screen there's a little button in the middle now which can take you to the map, so you can set your destination having stopped at your depot whilst you're there. Before that you had to set your destination before you arrived at the depot, saying which way you were going to exit once you'd been in your depot. If you forgot to do that, it chose the destination as you came out of your depot, which was annoying. The sun's not very bright. It is 09, this is AM. At least I assume it's AM. You'd think the sun would be a bit brighter even on Mortis Island. If I've been to Death Valley, we'll head to Cape Fear. I think that's visited all 7 towns on Mortis Island. What else can I say? Oh, thank you to all the people that have subscribed. I assume that a lot of you are followers of Tiny Titan Studios, because they put out a tweet at some point about this series, and that seems to be shortly after that I got a load of new subscribers, so thank you all for subscribing. As I mentioned in a long time ago, you're more than welcome to befriend me on Steam, look at my Steam library of games, of which there are hundreds, and tell me which ones you would like me to record. I may or may not listen to you, but, well, no, I will listen to you. I may or may not do it, but I will listen. Okay, I think that's me visiting every place I need to go. Sell you the candy apples, the balloons, the jack-o'-lanterns, skulls and the witch's caps will take. Excuse me. Did say I was ill. I still am. Off we go. But that is travel to 7 cities done. I do like the sound of money moving. Now I'll have to start doing some planning of picking up cargo and actually going to the right places at some point. But I hadn't looked at Mortis Island before I actually travelled here whilst recording, so I didn't actually plan on what I could pick up where and where to deliver it to. I also still have... Where's the trainary gone? 254 cars now, okay. There still are a load of cars which I haven't collected, which they are all normally down somewhere near the bottom. There are gaps in my trainary, basically. There's a huge gap down here, and it's possible that some of these are they related to Halloween? There's 22 or so cars that I need to collect according to the trainary. Okay, let's get rid of you, get rid of the skulls. And you also want jack-o'-lanterns. That's fine. Take the candy corn, the candy apples. Oh, I do need the pumpkins for something, and the spiders. I'm heading back to Derry because it's one of the few places I can get to from Cape Fear. So this has an event demand of balloons, which I might be able to fulfill, and witches' hats, of which I have some. That has an event demand of witches' hats and pumpkins, and that wants apples, and that wants jack-o'-lanterns. And candy corn. Yes, I will figure out which bits. Oh, actually, I do like the houses in the background here as well. So yes, this is purely around for, I believe, October. Then this wonderful little additional place, this island, will disappear. So I'm guessing you don't want your train to be on this island at the end of October. Otherwise, as some people found out when there was the big update and Mexico got locked, that they couldn't get to the train because it was stuck in Mexico, which was unlocked, which wasn't unlocked for the game anymore. So I'm not planning having my train on Mortis Island at the end of October, but I will do a load of these events as much as I can, and I may record another episode or two of me succeeding at some of these events. But that's it for now. Hopefully I will find something interesting to record. Now I have this wonderful, souped up, super fast, wonderful PC, which I can now play the latest AAA games if I so desire, and actually not have them having performance problems or having to turn down the graphics. So we'll see how that goes. And the only one I'm really looking forward to is Cyberpunk. I forgot its full name. Cyberpunk 2077, possibly, or something 77. But that's not due out till November. So I will see what I want to mess around with. But feel free to suggest things. Oh, I'm Derry again, aren't I? Okay. That fulfilled the event demands. Have the witch's hats. So in theory, once I pick a destination, I will head down that way. Just because I should be able to depart. Right, I have now completed the sell balloon to Derry part, so I can collect those 25. Still have a lot more to collect. Jack-o'-lanterns to tombstones, witches' hats to Salem, sell spiders to Erie, sell skulls to Cape Fear. And we'll see how that all goes. Oh, what have I got completed now? Serve 500 passengers. Cool. I've still got gold to collect, distance to travel, and meet 2 market demands, which will happen in the fullness of time. Yeah, so as I say, if you want me to try a game, I will listen. I won't necessarily do it. And much as I like doing train games, there aren't that many around which don't involve literally sitting there driving a train through everywhere or running a huge train corporation. Now, there are very few games like this or Train Valley available, so there aren't going to be that many more train games I can actually play, so you may have to pick another subject. Okay, as always, I hope you enjoyed or found it interesting, or just appreciate the fact I've notified you there is an update, and if you have this game, you may want to jump on this if it's going to have an event for the last 3 days, or 3 or 4 days at a time, because you're going to need to complete a few events if you want to earn enough tokens to get all the new stuff. And hopefully I'll see you down the track for more Tiny Rails or other games in the near future. Cheerio!